G'day, Steam Next Fest has just started on Steam, obviously. So what we're going to do for the next little while is have a look at some demos of games that are featured in the Next Fest. Part of this as well, if there's any demos that you want me to have a look at or think I might enjoy, feel free to mention them. I've got a short list of ones that I've had a look at, but I am happy to add more. Let's get curious. All right, but first one up that I thought might catch my fancy is Masterplan Tycoon. So let's have a look. Alright, first let's take a look. Hold right mouse button, or middle mouse button, or use WSAED to move the camera. If you move the cursor to the edge of the screens, it will also work. Alright, cool. Plenty of options. Done. Let's get to the build menu. Right click to open the build menu. Alright, now we need to build a forester and a sawmill. These buildings will help us make planks. Without them, we won't be able to move on. So we want planks. We need to build the forester. I guess we build the forester near... Is this a forest? Oh, there we go. Forester there. And then we need to right click and we build a sawmill. I assume in the range of the forester. Makes sense to me. So, forester makes trees. I assume that the sawmill will collect trees and then make planks. Whack. Speed things up to get that moving along. Connect the output pin of the forester, input pin, sawmill. Yep. Now let's connect the sawmill with storage. As soon as the planks are in storage, we can use them. Now we need stones. Let's build a quarry. This must be done next to the deposits of stone, so it's down here. Stone quarry. Ugh, hold on. But hopefully it won't get too mad at me. We've got some water coming in here. Perfect. Connect the quarry to the nearest storage. When the stone arrives, we can construction. Stones are basic building blocks. Great. Buildings need food to function. Let's catch some fish. So we go fish. Fisherman. While we're waiting for him to build, let's speed up. Connect the fisherman and the storage. After the fish get in storage, it can be used to support the buildings. Too little space on the beach. Fisherman occupied the entire coast. Let's move it up to free some space. Just hold left button on the building and drag it to a new location. Easy enough. Now we need some water so that our settlers have something to drink. Build a well to a water area. Make the well and the storage. Before we move on, let's make a small supply of fish. Your settlers love to eat. Alright, let's... Reckon? You can see there's a little like load bar that goes across the top of these guys too. Showing you when your next thing's coming. Also see that the trees are actually slowly getting cut away here. That forester works. Eventually he will run out, like he's not just going to be an unlimited resource set of where he is, which I assume means really want to build these guys hugging. But I also realized that what I could then do is I could just drag and put him closer to where there are trees too. Okay, so here comes our 10 fish. Can't feed a settlement with fish alone. The settlers want some more refined. Let's start with production of bread. Let's start the production of bread by building a farm, rather. Bread. Okay. So, does it give me any suggestion? Yeah, all the way up here. Through that build. Okay, we also need a well and a mill. Upsets me that they want to put the well there and not on this side of him because it's going to sort of have to go on that side anyway, right? The, I assume entering stuff goes into the left. exiting stuff comes out the right. But, I mean, it's obviously not that big a deal, but just for flow of left to right, everything else is flowing left to right. What do we got there? Just sat farming stuff. Mill's on its way. Great. And finally, the bakery, and we'll get fresh bread. I do like that when you go to tier 2, how many planks have we got? 5, okay. I do like that when you go to the tier 2 buildings and it says that you can build a farm, it still has the well on that page. It's not making you have to go back to tier 0 to build your well. Like, it just sort of still puts it all together. I do like that. Okay, just got to put it all together. Farm to the mill. Oh, they are still flowing in the right way. Water to there, meal to there. Right, farm to mill. There's something wrong. It looks like the bakery is not getting a maintenance resource and can't start. To solve this problem, it's necessary to build another storage nearby. Storage. 4 planks. I reckon... how much does it cost me to build a forester? 2 planks? Great. I'm going to buck the trend what it's telling me to do, and I'm going to give that sawmill a second set, because he sits there and waits for a plank for a while every now and then, so we may as well double him up. Alright, what did we need? 6? No, just 4. Let's drop this guy in the vicinity of all this stuff that we can see. Assume that means as well I can transfer from one storage to another. Okay. So, special mission. But in order to get there, we need to prepare quarry to mission, bakery to mission. So we need to get that guy there, and we need to get this guy over here. Assume we also need to have this guy connect to storage? Or are we just sending bread up there? Now, half of the mined stone replenishes storage, and the other half is sent to the mission. We don't have time to wait. Disconnect the link between the quarry and storage. Our main goal now is for the mission, but we must not forget about the needs of the main colony. Build another quarry and connect it to storage. There we go. Lower side. It would be neat if while it was still building I could just assign it, so I could look away while that process was happening, so I could go build, connect there, see you later. I mean, it's only 5 stone, isn't it? I mean, we can still sort of double down on this, get every second one to go there. I do like that logic too, that every second one will shift. It would be neat. Again, I'm just being critical of games for just on what I'm seeing on this very initial look. It would be neat if the color of these or something changed so that I knew, like, this one went a faded blue and this one was bright, so I knew that the next one was going to go this way, and then they sort of faded back and forth. It doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, the thing is that this is very aesthetically pretty with the way the lines are. Already, you now must select the node on the mission and click the go to mission. Go to mission. And now to business. Do you see the node labeled in? This includes the resources that we've collected in the master zone. Build the first storage in this zone, then we can get them. Okay, so back to building storage. Him up and running. Connect the in node to the storage. Guess we're in a new place. Build a storage, forest, a sawmill. Access to stone and bread. Don't forget to connect the storage to the mission node. So I have to also connect that like that. Those two, we connect that. Need clothes. So more complex industries, we want clothes, sheep farm. Not gonna bother telling me where because it doesn't matter, I guess. Sheep farm and sewing workshop. Planks. Similar to last, excuse me, similar to last time. I think I'll just build a second forester. So the trees from him can bounce that way. I actually destroyed the trees by making that line. That I need 8. So let's just speed this to 8. Right, there we go. So we can get out. That was a sewing workshop I wanted, wasn't it? Yep, sewing workshop. Let's chuck him here, right in front of the sheep farm. I suppose the sheep farm doesn't need, like, water. Alright, close. Now, she'll want to eat, so let's build a fisherman and a well. Place yourself on the coast. But remember... Oh, sorry, choose a place yourself, but remember it should be near the coast. Alright, fish. So she said fisherman. I said she. No reason to assume that this thing that I'm reading is a woman, but there you go, I've said she. Alright, so fish in. Water in. Can't bring water in? Why not? Close. Stock up on clothes. So we're now just building clothes. Was that saying that she needed it? Was that also saying that I can't have that there because it's running into the sheep farm, or I just can't connect to it? Fully following what... Doing wrong with that guy. Let's move... I can't move my in. Let's move him up out of the way. Okay, so it was just directionally that was my problem. Alright, let's roll. Finally, we've got that into it. It then started the sheep farm wool working. So I guess that means that the sheep don't start operating until they were getting the food. So that water and fish are actually coming back this direction. Which I'm glad that it happily will work both ways, because otherwise it would mean that the problems that we're seeing with like sort of lines getting blocked if something else is in their way would be much worse if you had to connect stuff to 2 different points to get it to work. I heard that the miners refuse to work without beer. Build a brewery and everything you need for it. Alright. Beer. Alright, so we want to farm. Go up, farm. Well, we've already got, but we'll build another one. Brewery. Build below it. Water. Crop. Yeah. What's wrong with that line? At least I can sort of move these guys around without it, I know I was going to say without it objecting, but it looks like it is going to object if those lines can't sit. Let's put our crops and water down here. Let's sneak the brewery in here and see if he's happy with that line. Why are you not content getting water? Okay. There we go. So, I mean, if I build a second storage as well. That would solve some of this problem because we've got all that storage running. And I assume that that means that if I have this storage and then a second storage, they will work back and forth. So let's build a storage, say, over here. Connect the two of those. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Does that mean each storage is sort of like its own isolated entity? Why is this guy currently red? What's he not getting? Whatever it is, it's meaning that I'm not currently building. Not happy about. You can see this guy goes red occasionally. This guy's just staying red. Not sending water down. He's got water, he's just not getting crop. Why are we not getting crops? Because I built the crops all the way up here. Alright, let's move that. Oh, there we go. Now he's building some crops. The water's red because he can't keep going because he just given up on building crops again. There's clay in this zone, which means we can set up the production as bricks, as well as sending them to the main zone. So we want to go clay pit, clay pit, clay pilt, clay pit, bricks, clay pit, brick factory. Building more crops at all, or are you just sort of... Play. Connect it to the out node. Need to connect him to that. Now return to the main zone on the arrow icon at the very top of screen. Connect our mission building. Storage. Great, we got bricks. There is no production of beer enclosed in the master area, but we can't deliver them from the mission, so you have to build them here. Do you remember how to do it? Do we remember? Sheep farm. I think had no requirements. Sewing workshop. Beer. Look how much stuff that farm's doing. He's working magic. Well, brewery. I can go all to there. Close to there. Water. Crop. Beer. Yeah, I suppose this crop's not picking anything at the moment, so he's the way he's looking like a Pac-Man. He's no worries at all. Be neat too if I could zoom out further so I could sort of see my whole crazy path. Water coming from. Initial screen. Whoa. Crazy flickers there. Now that we have everything we need, we can start to make sausages. Build the next building, but don't forget to balance the production of other chains. Okay. Sausages farm, well, pig farm. Let's try and slot a pig farm in there. Farm, and I said a well. Can this well get all the way up there? It can. Dropped there. Gives us a pig, so we can go a butchery. It's there. Missing bread. Okay, so do I have bread being made over here? No, the bread's being made there. So pull this off. We would need to somehow get that forward to this storage. So we can move that storage forward, move the sausages to there. The bread to the pigs. Maintenance. No, he needs the bread, sorry. Now I can't move things. Back to moving. Alright, so we can't really move him in any way that his cabling's all going to be happy. Go the other way. What if we move? Well's now in my way. Alright, what if we move the well up? Someone be happy, please. What if we move well all the way over there? Then we move this guy there. Move the well to up there. Move this guy back to there. Swing the well. Swing the well through there. Destroy crop. Move the pigs. Get rid of that connection. And pigs forward to there. Connect. Do we even need it? Why are we... Talk to me about how we make you happy about this weird bread complaint you've got. 3 crops, 1 water equals 1 pig. Why do you have 15? We're not making any pigs. Mm. 15 crop, 15 things, recipes, 30 seconds, or whatever it is, makes a thing. Bread's flashing. Did I get you bread at some point? You want bread? But do I have to connect you to a storage that has bread, or are you... What about that? Now we have pigs. Alright. It also means that every second pig is just getting sent straight to storage. I'll get rid of that. We're still happy? No, we've stopped pig production. So the only way I can seem to send guys to the butcher is if the Or have I broken? Oh, it's crops at the moment that we're waiting for. Let's get those sausages. One crop as well that bounces through. Maybe up to 10. And get rid of that for a second just so that I can move these pigs along. Or else we're just sending pigs to the wrong spot then. Pig being built, we'll go to that one. I'm going to disconnect that too. Attempt to speed this up. This guy now has 3 pigs. Alright, so let's put that back there. Cotton plantation, cotton mill. So we can just chuck this right in the middle. Plantation. Or bricks. Do I have to bounce into my mission to find out how brick mission's going? This guy wants beer. You not get it through. You not get it via the brick factory. On 2 bricks. Now our brick production has come to a halt. Here. Here. This guy has no beer. Guy's farm is not working again. This farm is death of me. But that's what we call time on this one there. So that is a quick look at, what was this guy called? Masterplan Tycoon. I quite like it. Nice and simple, not too expensive. I'd definitely give it a look in. I believe it's coming out next year at this point, but I mean, it's already October, so not surprising. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Like I said, any games in the next fest that you want me to have a look at as well, let's do it. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.